Hey YouTube, welcome to Daily Tea Sip. So I have a couple of stories to fill you guys in on. The first one is Gucci Mane's wife, Keisha, was actually on the Wendy Williams show today, and she actually cleared up all these rumors that you guys have been hearing that has been circulating about her and her husband. The first thing is, yes, they do have children, but they have children separately. They don't have children together, and they do not have children in Jamaica. She said that they are very protective of their children. That's why you won't see a lot of them on the show. And she said one of the reasons for that is because at the age of 10, she actually watched her father get murdered in Jamaica. Now, the children do live with them, but she said they are really taking a lot of precautions to keep their children out of the limelight. Rumor number 2. Gucci did give her, I believe it was either $1 or $2 million before he went to jail. And what she did was she actually doubled that to about $4 million through investments. And I believe she said one of the investments that she did was real estate, because I guess one of the rumors was he gave her that money and she took that money and invested it in her businesses. And she said no, her businesses are invested by her. The money he gave her, she went and invested that money for him, and one of the investments was real estate, and she doubled that to $4 million. She gave him back his investment plus the profit. Now, here's the thing. She actually stuck with him through his stint in the pokie, and I'm sure that she's had to deal with all type of thoughts and all type of rumors and situations where he's, been unfaithful, etc. And I'm telling you, that is, for somebody to stick with you like that and not waver, that is the true meaning of ride or die. Now, people have been clowning her on social media for not taking that money and spending it frivolously. Like, that's ridiculous. That's one of the reasons why the rich stay rich and some of us stay broke. Another rumor, they said the wedding was $1 million. She corrected that. They've spent over $2 million on that wedding. And yep, I agree, that wedding was totally over the top, from the dress to the $75,000 cake. It was all over the top. But guess what? And this is what she said. This is what she wanted. She wanted it to be over the top. Now, one of the other rumors that she cleared up was, while she did invite everybody on her list, everybody that was invited from her list, they actually came. It appears that the rumors about Gucci Mane not inviting his mom and his brother may be true. She did tell Wendy, you need to get Gucci Mane on your couch, and he can, confirm those things. So that clears up the rumors for them. Wish them the best of luck. Next story is, guys, they say Bill Cosby is broke, and I can actually believe that. Now, according to reports, Bill Cosby is actually seeking to take out a loan for about $30 million on one of his townhomes. Now, sources say that he needs those additional funds for the mountain legal fees from those sexual assault cases. And I'm sure that he has several properties. But here's the thing, folks. Nobody's really, I don't see a bank, and this might be, the wrong thing to say, but I don't see a bank giving an 80-year-old man a loan for that type of money. Like, as I said before, why not just sell off one of your properties instead of trying to get a loan against the property? Just sell it off and be done with the entire matter. So we'll be hearing more about that in the coming weeks. Now, y'all, I have to say this about Gabrielle Union. So, the law of sexual reciprocity, according to Gabrielle Union. Okay, so basically what she was saying is, if your spouse tosses your salad, you should toss their salad. Now, she wasn't talking about lettuce, tomato, and cucumbers either. Now, during a visit to the show called Sway in the Morning, she says that instead of women being the vessel for someone else's pleasure, this should be a symbolic relationship, meaning if you're offering fellatio, you should be able to ask for your partner and even expect for them to go down on you and do other things, including and participating in foreplay. And in this conversation specifically, they were talking about tossing of the salad. Now, I have a question. I must be behind the times because this eating ass has become extremely popular. And I hear young folks always talking about it, and it's actually something that a lot of young folks do on the regular. And my thing is, what you do behind closed doors is your business. I guess people, this is funny. I guess people who eat chitlins would not have a problem with eating ass. Hell, most of them are full of shit anyway, and I'm just saying. Okay, next story. Earlier this week, I did a video on Mary J. Blige's ex-husband wanting a cut of her earnings from her recent album and saying that because she was talking about him in the album, that he obviously thought that he should get a portion of the profits. And if you guys remember, the judge initially gave him $30,000 a month. And of course, Kendu didn't feel like that was enough money, so he requested an additional $35,000 for a grand total of $65,000 per month in spousal support. Now, we have an update on that story. According to published reports, that request has been rejected by the judge, and all I'm going to say is he tried it, though. And you guys keep Mary J. Blige in your prayers because the vulture is circulating. Now, Tamar and Vince, of course, you guys have heard, they're headed to court, divorce court, and it is getting messy. And I did a video on this a couple of days ago. Now, they're saying that Tamar is citing irreconcilable differences, and she's requesting full custody of their 4-year-old son. Now, she's also requesting the judge deny any request of Vince for spousal support. Now, here's the crazy part, and I don't understand this about people who get into the, this whole Hollywood type situation, even, these music moguls and all this. They didn't have a prenuptial agreement. Like, that's absolutely insane to me. Now, it does appear, to me, and I thought this when I did the initial video, that Tamar seems to be going through some type of midlife crisis. Now, of course, you guys remember last year, she lost her job on The Real, and it just seemed like from that point, she has just been going in a downward spiral. Now, there's also reports that her husband, soon-to-be ex, owes $3.7 million due to faltering on a deal that he made with Sony. Now, this stems from advance payments that he received because I guess one of his jobs there was to find talent. And I'm wondering if Tamar is jumping ship because she don't want to be on the hook for that $3.7 million that he owes to Sony. Who knows? This thing is going to totally play out in the next couple of months. You guys know the Tamar and Vince show is scheduled to premiere on the 9th. I know some of this is going to play out then, and I just see this getting extremely messy. Folks, go ahead and comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.